Hi, I'm Danny. Welcome to my office and also to my studio. I'm glad you're here. Uncle Sam wants, and I want, for you to believe in our Constitution. We often take it for granted that we believe in the Constitution, but do we really? Let's talk about it. Today we need to combat the cancer of liberalism. Liberalism destroys. Cancer destroys. It eats away at good tissue. It leaves nothing good in its wake. We need to fight the cancer of liberalism in the home. We need to fight it in the schools, from the kindergarten through the doctoral programs today. That's a shame that we have to do it, but we need to. In many of our churches, in our communities, in our nation, in all the different aspects of government, liberalism is trying to warp and destroy our nation. We need to come back. And I'm not ashamed to say we need to trust in God, and we need to believe in the Constitution that our forefathers gave to us. I want you to join Team Riggs. Go to DannyInternational.com. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. There you'll learn how to apply the power of three to obtain health, wealth, fulfillment. What's the power of three? Go to DannyInternational.com and I'll tell you it's an important principle of living today and in the past. You say it's silly to want us to believe in the Constitution. Don't we believe in the Constitution? Well, unfortunately, many hate our nation, and they want to change our Constitution. They want to rewrite it, to make it into what they want, that they can have the power they want. And guess what? They're making a lot of progress, and they've got to be stopped. So, I'd like you today to take the pledge. What's a pledge? Well, when we say I pledge, and words do have meaning, we're talking about the way our founding fathers did. They pledged their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred honor to our nation. And many of them paid the full price of that pledge. Go back and read their histories. I pledge to the flag of the United States of America. That symbol that is known throughout the world, it stands for freedom. We need to be proud of our flag. Many are not. And that's a shame. They enjoy the benefits of America, but they're not proud of the nation that gives them those benefits. Our flag is a symbol of freedom, of the oneness of our individual states. This great union is made up of individual states. We have like different personalities, and yet we come together as one. Just like a body, it's made of different parts. You have a head, you have a hand, you have a feet, you have a stomach. And yet it's all one body with different types of parts within it. And, really important word, our allegiance is to more than a piece of cloth that's flapping in the wind. It's an important piece of cloth, but it's a piece of cloth. It's a symbol, and we need to recognize it as such. To the Republic, no monarch, no dictator. The people elect those who are in power, those who hold power, citizen power. Power from the bottom up, not from the top down, is being dictated to us today. For which it stands. Our republic is based on the Constitution and the rule of law, and yet we're trying to do away with both of these. Without the rule of law, we become lawless. What happens when you're lawless? Anarchy reigns. Do you want your children, your grandchildren, great-grandchildren to grow up in a land that is full of anarchy, chaos, death, destruction? That's where we're headed. One nation. The power, as I said, is in the states, not the federal government. Each state makes laws for the things not covered in the Constitution. The federal government only has the power that the Constitution gives it, and yet that is being misinterpreted today. And power is going from the top down, and that's not the way it's supposed to be. Under God. I don't know if you believe in God or not. I do. Our founding fathers believed in God. Liberalism tries to say that no, they didn't. They were a bunch of deists. They didn't really believe in God. That's not true. Go back and read what they said. Read what they wrote. They believed in God. The constitutional conventions got together and got on their knees and prayed to God for divine guidance, especially during the difficult times that they had of hammering everything away. They prayed for our nation. Go look at Washington, Valley Forge, and other places, and the prayers that were offered. Our founding fathers believed in God. And they sought divine guidance. But they didn't set any imposing their own beliefs on anybody else. They said, we believe what we believe. We believe in Jesus Christ. We believe in Christianity, the different tenets of it. But you're free to come and to worship as you choose. And that's still true today. But today we have many of those who want to change the Constitution do not believe in God. They're like the communists. They want to destroy. And they want to destroy the very foundation of our belief. Now, it's true that our statement of under God was added in 1954. But that's when we face a communist threat. And as I said, communism is an enemy of God. They don't want people to believe. Do you want us to become like Russia, Soviet Union? Do you want to become like communist China or North Korea? Well, you eliminate God from the system, and we'll be moving in that direction. Indivisible, incapable of being divided, separated or broken. Not separable into parts. You can't take your right hand and your left hand and separate them and expect them to function. No, they're part of the body. You can't take the feet and the head and move them in different directions. They're part of the body. The body is indivisible, and when it's divided, it dies. Our nation is indivisible. With liberty, that's the power of choice. We have the freedom to choose. We have the freedom to go where we want. We have the freedom to say what we feel and believe. We don't have the freedom to impose our beliefs on someone else, but we have the freedom to say what we believe. And perhaps they might want to come and join us in those beliefs. That's the power of choice. And justice. Righteousness, equitableness, moral righteousness. These are all part of justice. And that's what our nation stands for. Again, the rule of law. When the law is unjust, it is the responsibility of our elected representatives to correct the course toward justice. If our elected representatives can't do this, then we have the power of choice, and we can get new representatives in the next election. And this is for all. Not just a privileged few, but for every man, woman, and child who are citizens of the United States of America. If you have come into this country illegally, I'm sorry, you're not a citizen. You may enjoy some of our benefits, but you're not a citizen. If you want to become a citizen, then you need to meet our nation's standards for citizenship. Liberalism says there should be no standards. They want a non-citizenry citizens. They want a global citizenry. They want to do away with our nation. So, can you join me in the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Are you willing to pledge your life, your fortune, your sacred honor to our nation? If so, We need you to do that today. What are your needs? What do you want? Contact me. We may have an answer for you. Just ask. Email me at wecan1836@gmail.com. I want to hear from you. And I want you to join me in praying for our nation. For our nation needs prayers. Very good. We need divine guidance. We need divine intervention in our nation today. Thank you for listening. Please direct your comments again to wecan1836@gmail.com or go to dannyinternational.com. I'd like to have you part of Team Riggs. I think you'll enjoy it. Come, take a look and see what we have to offer. And I have some special offerings that are going on right now this month. Please like and subscribe. And I'll be looking forward to seeing you again. Again, thank you, and God bless you. And God bless the United States of America.